And we're back, I think. I think I say that every day. Yeah, looks like we're back. Just kind of waiting for daylight here. I guess I could go ahead and eat. I think today's the day. Today's the day we get a lot done on the base. I think I'm going to go ahead. You got 61. So you might need that one for this, but I don't think so. I think we're going to, or for science, I think we're going to get a point from reading a schematic. We need a chem station for 15. We need gunsmithing at 30. It is currently, you know what, I'm just going to read all the schematics I have. Just get it done. So I'm going to go ahead and put one more point into Health Nut. Well, 10 more, as it were. And it's 4 a.m. and we are off. What are you not getting? Yep. Put that back in there. We need a better coat. We're going to have to go looting for that at some point. And I kind of wouldn't mind hitting up the Cracker Books today, if there's time, or if we make it by over there. Or crack a book. Or hello is not in. I think we just planted that before the end of the day yesterday, so. See how this looks. Holy lag. I think we're going to go ahead and take what we've got. I've been dying to get this upgraded over here. What is all of that? That is the sound of dogs broadsiding. There's spikes over here. More. There they are. Come on, dogs. I need the hides. Gotta remember to replace that bandage. Don't like being without bandages. Oh, I forgot to. Damn. You know what? I'm gonna run back. Now that, yeah, science +1. Level 15, beautiful. Now, yeah, gunsmithing. We already got weapons. And miscellaneous are maxed. That's miscellaneous. Ooh. You know what? It's science. I'll take it. Gunsmithing. Science. I'll take it. We've already got that maxed. So where does that put us? Awesome. It takes science to 21, which means we can get our chemistry station. And we need that at gunsmithing 30. Well, that's okay. We got a couple points at gunsmithing, so, and I've got the points, I think. Let's see, 5 points for that. And 20, yeah, we're good. We're good. I think I've got a couple schematics laying around in chests, too. One of which might be right over here. Oop. There's another over here we can look. Hey, Watt, how's it going, buddy? That one. Let's see, that, no. I'll take it for the leather working. Yeah, and that'll up our gunsmithing too. Sweet, got a couple points. And I'll check this other one. There are a few more around, but I'm not gonna go looking for it since we've got the points. What are you sorry about yesterday? That's quite alright, man. I think you said you'd worked a morning shift. I was thinking maybe you fell asleep with the stream up or something, which is quite alright. If there was ever a stream to put someone to sleep, it was that one. All I was doing was building out that that ladder passageway, which I'll show you in a minute. I got it all finished. Schematic. No. Okay. I'm doing all right. Just getting started for the day. Had a little time to stream, so I thought I would work on it a little bit. We got day 49 horde coming up, and I'm just really focused on getting the base upgraded and getting the forges and all the different tools set up in the basement so I can start. Like, I just got the well, I need to get a chemistry table up so I can make ammo for my sniper rifle. And I was just looking at the points and everything for that. It's all kind of coming together. I got 3/4 of the steel I need to upgrade the inside here, which is which I'm gonna do now, actually, or get started on it. Just had some dogs roll through, which I promptly dispatched. I'm gonna put my steel and iron that I carry around with me because I'm notorious for accidentally upgrading things. Oh, that one's got a little damage. We're gonna have to run down and grab some concrete to repair that. So you like my base? I don't know. I'm constantly thinking it's not not doing it, but I don't know. I'm kind of like I've played the early game like a lot. I've probably got I don't know somewhere between 300 and 400 hours played in this game, but I've but it's mostly the early and early mid game. So this is kind of, like as far as the tech goes, as far as I've gotten, and also as far as like getting the special zombies on Horde Night, like cops and stuff. So I'm constantly feeling like I'm behind the 8 ball on this thing. And we got the big horde, the big 49, the legendary 49-day horde coming up. So, we shall see. I don't know if 300 is enough to go. That's 30 spikes, and or 30 pillars. We'll go ahead and get started on it. But, as far as actual complexity in the building, it's really not that complicated of a base to build. I do an 11 by 11 box with wood frames. Find your center point, just go out 6 from, each way from the center, make a box out of that, surround that with wood frames, take up your original frames. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to use the steel that I use for tool repairs and stuff, just to go ahead and finish that row off, because we got more steel cooking. Just frame that out with frames. Dig your 11 by 11 box down to whatever depth. I went 7 deep on this one, just right down to the top of the rock layer to lay a foundation. I just go 1 block all the way around until I'm at depth, and then I collapse the center. Saves you a lot of time digging. Then you got to kind of clean up all the debris from the collapse, and then you just build your walls and stick pillars on top of it, and it just goes from there. A lot of times, like that tunnel that I come in, that entrance tunnel, that's, I guess, that way. See, to that hatch, there's a tunnel under there. That's like 2 blocks underground is the ceiling for that tunnel. I go ahead and dig that at the same time I'm digging. I just go ahead and just do it, and then when I'm filling it back in, it's just 2 layers of dirt blocks that I had to put in, and then I just build the outside stuff on top of all of that. I don't have a mini bike yet. I literally just got the schematic like a game day or 2 ago, and I'm so focused on getting the base upgraded. Everything I need is like a 2-minute run from where I'm standing, basically, so I'm just not worried about it right now. Mini bike's awesome to have, and I can't wait to have it, but it's just I need to stay focused on this with the 49-day horde coming. Yeah, I don't know what's necessarily special about the 49-day horde. I know just everybody says that's the big one, like as far as like the beginning of the game. Hey Bullet, how's it going, buddy? It's going really well, man. Actually, it's funny you're here, because I was just about to show Watt my basement area that I finished out. I took your advice. I couldn't decide whether I was gonna build a separate base for production to try to spread the heat out, or if I was going to try to centralize it here, and ultimately I decided I'm going to pause this because I'm going to sit here and talk for a second. I don't want the timer to run. I got a lot to do today. And I couldn't really decide, well, I guess I'll put it this way. I ultimately decided that because I've got drop boxes all over the place, like for looting, looting POIs and houses and stuff, like that was already starting to get on my nerves, and I forget everything. Between this place and the farmhouse, I'm like always forgetting and leaving stuff in different places and whatever. And I just decided I was better off going, in a centralized way. And I'd never seen how your little digging to bedrock method really, played out for myself. So this being a learning experience for the upper mid and, later game, I decided to go ahead and make it here and do what you said and stick my production on bedrock. So I just finished out this the ladder finally yesterday. I also stuck the hay bale down here like you mentioned, which is good. And this will all be forges. I think I'm going to put 9 forges in all the way around this center area. All my campfires. I just got the perk for chemistry station. I'll put a couple workbenches down here eventually when I have the parts for it. And then up here, basically this room, these walls are just a reproduction of what's upstairs, so that I know that everything upstairs has structural integrity. I wasn't like digging out under my base. Like I literally these walls are translate to the structural integrity of the walls way up at the surface. So that for obvious reasons, I guess. And then I put an upstairs, I'll stick my bedroll up here and whatnot. I put a pool in, so I've got a water source down here, so I don't have to go running up to the surface to fill jars and stuff like that. And I'll put, and then whatever extra storage I need will go, all on these walls. So yeah, I haven't seen the heat situation in action yet because I haven't put the forges in yet, but I'm about to. Basically. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And thanks again for the advice. I think this all looks really cool, and I think it's going to work out nicely. So that's my story pretty much. How you doing, Bullet? How's Destiny going, man? My next goal is I got to get forges up down there and some chemistry tables because I've got a pretty nice sniper rifle, and I had about 70 ammo before, and I blew almost all of it on the 4 cops that I got. Thanks. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty stoked about it. I had a cop. I hadn't really dealt with cops yet on Horde nights, and I got on the 42 day Horde. I got the first of 4 cops that came with that Horde came right up here. I decided not to snipe on that one. Because I kind of like being able to melee and loot. I can one-shot. If I can get anywhere close to their head with my spiked club, I can pretty much one-shot most zombies. And I was down here just, bopping. I'm going to pause this again. Just bopping zombies just left and right. I leveled I got like 3 levels inside of 5 to 10, real-time minutes, over a couple game hours. It was really great. Just a constant flow of loot and experience and whatnot. And the first of 4 cops rolled in and came right up to right here and blew up. And I guess this pillar, this bottom section of this pillar had been weakened by, the earlier Zeds, and just blew that pillar out. So I basically spent the rest of the night kind of trying not to stand right there so they wouldn't go right there, but they kept coming through. So I kept kind of having to stand right here and just bopping zombies one after the other, which was fine because I got great experience and I was getting pretty good loot. But it's obviously having a breach in your base is not ideal. And I had some more cops show up. Like one over here I had to deal with, and one showed up over here, and I was able to kill those before they blew. But while I was doing that, more zombies came in the hole. I had like a nurse and a dog in here, like over in here at one point. And again, my melee is good. I got, my weapon skills are maxed out. I've got, max weapons and everything. It wasn't such a big deal. I was able to handle it all okay, but it was a little bit of a heart attack because I didn't know how many cops were coming. You know, ultimately. So, oh, that sucks. That sucks, man. What? I read something. I mean, obviously, I mostly play on. I have the PC version, but I've only been playing on console, except for just getting on and screwing around, just having a look at stuff on the PC version. Um, and so I haven't experienced it firsthand, but I was reading on the Reddit that the server resets are kind of rampant right now. It sounds like a lot of people are having that very same problem, and it's just pissing a lot of people off. I mean, I understand this game's in alpha, and it's a small company with limited resources, and they're it's a brilliant game, and they're working with trying to get the game finalized over the next couple of years, slowly but surely, and they're doing their best. But these errors, like the one on the Xbox, there's that MD5 error you can get that can completely can reset your world. They really need to get on addressing that. And these server resets. I mean, you put a lot of time into these games, and I mean, if you had to think of what like if you sat and imagined, what is the one thing I could do to completely alienate the player base of a game I'm developing, and having server resets and all of your progress disappear is the surefire way to do it. They really need to get on that. And yes, Watt, to answer your question, you can kill zombies without them blowing up, and it's preferable to do so because, I mean, there might be a situation where you want a zombie to blow, so he'll kill other zombies around him. But if he blows up, you don't get his loot, and they have good loot. So I've heard that shooting them in the stomach does it, but I've generally it seems like most people and the with the four I've killed, well, three that I killed that didn't blow up, headshots was the way to do it with my sniper rifle. That's why I'm, working on trying to get, some ammo production up so I can snipe on day 49 without having to worry about ammo so much. Yeah, you had the same thing happen on X. I mean, technically, I did too. I was screwing around one night when I first started playing multiplayer with some folks. I joined their games, and I'd never set up a multiplayer game. And so I was in, after we had played, I was in playing for about 3 or 4 hours on the single player game I had going on at the time. And when I was coming out, before I crashed, I was about to crash for the evening. I was like, you know what? I'm going to set up just a multiplayer game just to see how it works. Look at the options, which actually are the same as doing a local game, by the way, if you've never done it. But I had been playing the game for about 4 or 5 hours, which just means, there's a crash on the way, pretty much. And I didn't exit fully out, and I started a multiplayer game and got in there and placed my land claim block and threw down a bedroll and just the usual like first 5 minutes type stuff you might do, and just screwing around with it, and I got a crash. And so I loaded it back up and went into the crash. Everything was gone. The land claim block was gone. All the plant fibers and stuff I had in my inventory, all of it gone. The world was the same, but everything was gone. So I think like just in 5 minutes I got an MD5 error. It didn't matter. I wasn't gonna really play that game. I was just having a look at it. But it's kind of funny. I got the full multiplayer experience. Including an MD5 error just in that 5 minutes of starting that multiplayer game. It's a serious problem. They really have need to fix that. And you go on their forums and you read what they have to say about it. It's all the usual stuff that game developers always say about issues like that. Well, we're investigating it. We're working on it. We have no updates for you at this time. This has been going on for years with this game. Um, Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a game developer. I'm an armchair game developer, being a gamer, so it probably means I have uh, an opinion on everything. That a lot of stuff I have no idea what I'm talking about. I still have an opinion on. I'm a gamer in 2017. What can I say? Um, but personally, if I were on the development team of that company, I would be like, stop everything. Like, stop. We're not. No new zombies. No new POIs. No new features. No new traps. No new anything until we sort out like these game ending crashes and errors. I mean, it's just I mean, hey, Perfect Luna, how you doing? So anyway, that's my diatribe about all of that. Fortunately, I've not run into one. I can't complain. Um, Never place your block down while playing single player because sometimes you can recover your stuff by placing it down if your stuff resets. Interesting, interesting. Um, yeah, I think we can make in single player. I mean, it doesn't give you one to start with, and it doesn't ask you to place one. But I think you can make a land claim block, can't you, in single player? This is a single player game. Yeah. Yeah, so you say if I ever got a crash where my stuff disappeared, I could place that and how would I recover? Like if just by placing the block everything shows up in your inventory or your bag shows. I mean, how does that work exactly, Bullet? Oh, I got you. I got you. So by you place the block and then like it'll just everything that disappeared in the world will show back up essentially. I don't know. That's a good question, Perfect Luna. I was meaning to ask you that, Bullet. Why do you have a crown on your Twitch chat? On your Twitch? Jesus, I can't talk. Twitch chat. But I'm pretty excited. We got the downstairs outer area upgraded to steel. We got more steel cooking. I'll do that top block around there. I may try to do the center pillar, maybe. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I did see a thing about that. I'm actually going to try to move a couple forges here, on this. I've done it in creative to test it, and it worked. Is that what Twitch Prime gives you? Gotcha, gotcha. Hey, Bullet, since you're here, I got a question for you. I was, needless to say, I was a little concerned when that pillar, that bottom part of the pillar came out and zombies got through. I can't find the video, and I'm still looking for it. There was a video on YouTube I was watching about base design. I want to say I think it was Skippy, um, but he was talking about in this type of pillar design, like putting putting a row of poles. You know, they're called poles, but they're actually a little like square, and you can align them to corners and stuff. Putting a line of poles around the bottom here, um, and that still gives you your freedom of movement and your hit box that the pillars have, but it creates an extra block so that if the bottom of a pillar comes out, they still have another block to go through before you can get zombies in your base. Have you ever tried that? Do you think that would work? Like, here, I'll make one of these. I mean, I wouldn't do it out of wood. Obviously, it would be concrete, and I'd probably upgrade it to steel when I could. But like all along here, do a line of these, and then maybe just put a plate in there just to make it look even, and um, and then all along there, but like that. Do you think that would create an extra barrier? Would they be able to get like through like from the middle, the second pillar and that? I need to find the video because he explained it, and I can't remember if it was for this purpose or another purpose. But he had a line of these poles all along here, and since I got that breach, it got me thinking about that. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked. It's coming together nicely, and I got some more steel cooking, so we'll get that upper one, the block around the top, in steel. And if there's time before the 49-day horde, I'd like to try to get my spikes upgraded to steel too, or the ones right around the bottom of the base. Yeah, I think I will try that sometime. But like for what I've got now, do you think having a pole around that one block inside the pillars would create a little extra barrier that if I were to lose a pillar again like that it would block them? I'm asking people because I mean I don't mind doing it, but I don't want to. I'm kind of tight on materials right now. I don't want to do it if it's not going to work. Basically. Like a tooth setup. I've seen that. I've seen that in videos, and I thought I'd give it a try sometime. I just started using the pillar system when I first started, and have just stuck with it because it seems to work okay. Um, so yeah, I'll probably give that like what you're talking about a try at some point. But from what I was just showing you there, like by putting a pole around the bottom of those pillars, do you think that would hold if I were to lose a pillar? Or maybe not hold necessarily, but at least provide an extra barrier to keep them from coming in if there's another breach like that. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it would be. I got you. Well, now how is that going to affect my hitbox down there? Got you. Oh, so you. Well, I think we might be talking about two different things. So you're talking about using horizontal poles instead of the 50 columns, the 50 pillars altogether. Which yeah, I'll try that at some point. But I'm talking about like for what I've got right now, like what I've got up there right now with the existing 50s. If I were to back it up with a pole around the bottom, do you think it would reinforce that, like so that if I do get another breach, like it would keep zombies from coming in? Yeah, I might give that a try then. I guess while I'm doing this. And thank you for the advice. I just like I said, I've only tried a couple of different things, and it's nice to talk to people who've actually done it to see what you know. Because there's a lot of theory crafting that can go into this game. But you never really know until you try stuff or talk to people who have. Yep, I know exactly what you mean. In fact, I want to say I saw a video of a guy that had his whole base, like, his whole kill area set up like that with where he had a horizontal pole at the bottom, and then horizontal pole at the bottom, and then another just basically a cage of horizontal poles like that, leading out to a pillar. And he said it gave him much better hitboxes. But does that I think, did I see somewhere that like you have to put some teeth in somewhere, like that'll like you can get dogs in your base, or am I mistaken about that? Like dogs can come through it. And then I'm leaving space. I'm gonna move the other two, or try to, that I've got, one over at the farmhouse and one upstairs to here. But I'm not messing with them right now because they've got materials in them, and they're working just fine, doing what they're doing. Let's see. So I'm gonna put. So basically, 3 of these are gonna be for iron, 3 for stone, and then these 3 in the back are gonna be 1 for lead, 1 for brass, and then 1 for general purpose like glass and stuff like that. Do you get credit for your auto turret kills? So let me see what I need for. Oh wait, I gotta go up to the workbench to do this. "95 blocks from that. The bottom part of this base sits 2 blocks above bedrock. Well, there's bedrock, and then 1 block, and then the floor. And I gotta count. It's 95 blocks up to here. Two beakers, 3 pods. And then Gotcha, gotcha. That's cool. Well, at some point I'm gonna play on PC. I've got the PC version. I just keep playing this. I haven't felt like sitting at the desk. I was back playing EverQuest. There was a new server this spring, and I got back into playing EQ pretty hardcore for a few months, and I just haven't felt like sitting at the desk to play. Otherwise, I would be playing this on PC, I'm sure. Well, that was convenient. We'll go get that here in a minute. But I'd like to check out Valmod. It sounds really cool. Everything I've seen about it looks just freaking awesome. I think I mentioned the other day, I kind of get into one of the things I love about this game are all the survival aspects, and I'd kind of like to check out the True Survival mod too. That sounds like it'd be hard, but it sounds like it'd be pretty fun too. Yeah, this is looking nice. Yeah, I'd really like to check it out. Did I see something in Valmod? You can make a working water source in your house, so you don't have to do the pool glitch. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way, so I don't have to deal with those guys. We got things to do besides kill zombies today. Actually, what's my inventory look like? Let's go grab that airdrop. That's fantastic. I've gotten so many of those. That's cool. I think I already have the AK schematic. I do, but I'm gonna read it anyway because I want the gunsmithing skill. During the Steam summer sale, I picked up The Forest on PC on sale, and when I go back to playing on PC, I kind of like to check that out. As much as I'm dying to like play with turrets and stuff and all the new stuff on the PC version of this, I'm kind of really interested in checking out The Forest. $95 blocks. I don't know why I love that for some reason. Okay. Oh, these things are big. I guess we could. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. So we can put them in the corners. Yeah, I'll do that. What's that got to go to? 40? Wow. Well, we're not quite there yet. Although I think I can assemble a 44. How is the 44, by the way? Is it good? I've never used one in this game. What am I looking for? Oh, gunpowder. Okay, coal and nitrate. So that's cool. And then I'm going to run back upstairs real fast. I guess I should probably, since we're kind of good on concrete right now, I was gonna use the mechanical parts I collected to build some cement mixers down there, but we're kind of good on concrete right now with this one. Kind of. And I kind of need at least a workbench down there, so I don't have to run back up and down. Let's see, what is it? Will it be in here? Yeah. Bullet tips and bullet casings. And I think those are made in the forge. Yeah. So you're going to need clay and you're going to need brass. Okay. Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do, get a drop box up in here. Just so I'm going to get all this organized with better storage soon, but I got to get this rolling. Drop some wood in there just to have it. Put the cobblestones and clay here just to get it out of the way. Put these boxes in here. What time is it? It's now 2 o'clock. All right. Actually, you need 25 forged iron, 20 mechanical parts, wrench, claw hammer, and wood. Okay. I think I might have. I know I've got the. In fact, before I forget, just so nothing untoward happens, I'm gonna stick my good wrench and my good claw hammer in this box. I'm pretty sure I stashed a wrench in here. No, it's probably over at the other. And I had these over here too. I could have used. Let's see. Where are my mechanical parts? Oh, there they are. There might be a wrench right outside, actually. Ah, no worries. I'm just plugging away at getting this basement set up. Pretty excited. I've spent like a game week, working up to this point. Ow! Didn't time that very well. Oh, I can't wait to get all this organized, sorted out. 3:30. I think what I'm gonna do. Stick everything in this Dropbox here. Over here. For the time being. I meant to drop off those jars. That's brilliant. Okay, let's see. This can get loaded there. I'm gonna hit all my drop boxes and make sure I've got all my, get everything that can make lead and brass and any gunpowder, nitrate, any of that kind of stuff, so I can see where I'm at. Gotta love the hunting knife. I guess I could do cars while I do this, but I don't want to get too sidetracked. Oh! Ah, that sucks. Nice. That really sucks. I'm really sorry that happened to you, Bullet. $430. So what? So what did I mean? Personally, if all of my stuff disappeared in a game, especially that early in a game, I think I would probably be inclined just to start the game over. Did you stick with it? Like, what do you do when you're that far along and everything disappears? I mean, gotta love getting all this brass from these guys when that's when I'm running around gathering. That'll take. Yeah, I'll go to this one next. Kind of half thinking the Kraken book has respawned by now. Always. This is always like the OK Corral right here. Time is it? 5:30. Yeah, we're in good shape. Yeah, I do. That's why I'm dealing with all this. I'm trying to get the base upgraded to as much to steel as possible, which I'm forging right now, and I got to make sniper rifle ammo. I've only got about 20 rounds. I blew about 50 rounds of ammo on those 4 cops the other night, so I'm thinking I'm gonna definitely need it on day 49. Just gonna glance in here real quick and see if these boxes have popped. Not yet. Actually, there's one more box someplace. Yeah, over there. Actually, 2 more. So, cool. I've got meat on me, so this is sure to attract every Zed in all these houses. I'd love to get the pistol book. I still haven't gotten the pistol book yet, and I've got tons of pistols. I mean, I guess you always get tons of pistols, but I've got a way of, I mean, I've got a pretty good one as it is, and I have a feeling I could probably make a level 600 pistol if I got the book. Oh. If I could only time this right. Is there anything in particular I need to be aware of on the 49-day horde? I've just always heard it's the big one, but that's all I've ever heard about it. I don't know, like. No. I'm playing on Nomad difficulty, and my game stage is probably fairly high. I haven't died since day 12. Actually, that was when you came into the stream and we started talking, Bullet. It was like right after I died to that bear out by my temporary horde base. That was my last death on day 12, so I'm probably pretty high up on game stage, I imagine. Fairly. I will take the lead. For sure. Ay, ay, ay. Actually, I gotta pause this for a second, gentlemen. I will be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, that's what I'm generally pretty good about maintaining, doing repairs during Horde Night, but I guess on the last one it just kind of got away from me, I guess. I don't know. I was feeling relatively secure in my reinforced concrete, and I guess I probably shouldn't have been. Well, I'm working on the ammo now. That's what getting all this running today has been all about. I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to be able to make, but we will find out. I'm also finding myself thinking about the next base. Like, I like my base, but it's like you need to either melee or snipe, or go up and snipe. I like coming up with a little better solution for like going between the two. I was thinking about maybe doing like one big cage, like maybe like twice the size of the one I've got, in pillars, putting ramps in the center, and having, instead of pillars all the way up, iron bars at the top. And then you can just kind of like, if you need to snipe, you just back up the pillars and you're looking through the bars, or something like that. It's just theory crafting at this point. Cool. I guess we'll make it an early night. It's not really anything I can get into in the next 2 hours, which in real time is 10 minutes. So we'll just get settled in for the night and start working on getting some ammo. Awesome. We're in steel. We're in steel all the way around. And I kind of want to do this where these lower reinforced concrete where they are also, because that's there's spikes on the other side of that, and if they were to get through there, or actually there's a cobblestone block with a spike sitting on it on the other side of that, and I'm just concerned with stuff blowing up. And then I'm gonna do another whole ceiling in here of reinforced concrete just to make it solid on the ground floor. And it costs 400 to go all the way around, so I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to go see about some more iron, raw iron tomorrow. Collect some more stone, all that kind of stuff. But it's coming together, or not tomorrow game time on day 47 in the morning. But I've been streaming for 2 hours, and this is a good stopping point. I'm gonna stop this and reset the game. Take a quick break. Take care of a couple things. What time is it? I'm gonna see what time it is in real time. Yeah, I've got to make a couple of phone calls and just take care of some stuff, and I will be back on shortly. Thanks for joining, Bullet. It's nice chatting with you as always. Thanks for swinging by. I'll be back on here in a little bit, and hope to see you guys then. Thanks.